Good evening. Hi, everyone. Um, Welcome. And today we're going to do what I'm going to call an ordinary practice. And that means we're going to spend quite a bit of this time in silence. And normally, as you know, I narrate quite a bit. When you're practicing alone, you don't have that narration unless you're providing it for yourself. So so tonight we're going to be doing more practice in silence. And so what that means is that we'll be doing movement uh, during that time, and maybe some postures, and just sort of keep a half an eye on the screen, if you want to sort of follow along with the changes. The changes will be gradual; they won't be abrupt. And we'll go through a couple of sequences, and just enjoying the silence of it. And then we'll conclude with a sitting practice, which will have some movement too, and a little bit of guidance on there. Uh, we haven't done moving seated qigong for a few weeks, um, so we'll finish up with that. Okay, and while I have you here, I'm considering offering another Saturday morning, 9 to 1 retreat in April. Um, Raise your hand if you think you would be interested in doing that. You think it's about time? Okay. All right. Well, then we'll do that. I like to do it before May, before it starts getting warm and people want to be outside and everything. So, all right. Very good. That's what we'll do. Enjoy your practice. This first position is the entryway from the normal everyday world that we're involved in, the normal everyday mind. Uh, and so it's often helpful to focus on the out breath, because we're releasing, we're letting go, we're relaxing. And the movement is mostly down. So with the out breath, drop the eyes internally down, move the awareness of the body down, cultivating this heaviness and this stability. And just noticing how the body is, and the mood, the what is the weather in the mind. Just noticing that. And using the out breath to calm the body and calm the mind. Okay. And then just bringing the attention to the vertical alignment of the body, and moving a little bit if you need to to just to find, to relax into that posture, that uprightness. And just recalling body, breath, and mind in balance. And when you feel that sort of balance, um, and maybe you notice the chi, the tingling and the warmth in the body. So we'll return to this standing posture later on. Just notice how you are here. Okay, and now we'll bow to the directions. So we prepare for this with our attention. We drop our attention down, and then with the next in breath, we bring the hands up. And we bow to the east. Shift the weight to the left and step around to the south. In breath and bow on the out breath. And then turning again. West. And to the north. And then back to the first position. Okay, we're going to go up. So exhale, drop the knees. In breath. Eyes follow the hands. Extend. And then with the out breath, come down. And the next out breath, bend at the waist. And the final posture. Check the body, breath, the mind, and the chi. Okay, very good. Very good. And go ahead and do the Tai Chi twist at your own pace, pacing it with your breath. Okay, let's reduce the movement. All right, and let's go into Trembling Mountain. The breath can be smooth, even though we're bouncing. And if you like, you can use the mind and do the visualization, one of the breath practices. So options are breathing the stars, or breathing up through the bottoms of the feet into the torso, and then out the top of the head, and then reversing that, breathing in the top of the head, out the feet, or something like that. We can engage the mind with an intention and visualization that involves the breath. And the body awareness is here because of this movement. So let's go ahead and add in one of the breath visualizations. Okay, let's increase the intensity. You can let go of the visualization or continue. And increasing the intensity again. Okay, let's all together, let's stop. 1, 2, 3. Now the chi becomes very obvious. It's generated through the movement of the body and the awareness of the breath. And with the out breath, you can infuse every cell of the body with that tingling sensation with the breath. Okay, and so this is the standing practice. Just notice we were doing this a few minutes ago. And there may be a more enlivened sense of life force energy. can stand in this posture as long as you want. You can continue your breath visualization if you want to. Okay. Okay, very good. So this can be a practice. We could just stay in this posture for a while. And that could be a good little series of practices uh, sometime during the week. But let's go ahead now. We don't want to get stiff. So let's go ahead and move a little. And now at your own pace, let's do 3 back washes, each with 3 tree and spring. And just remember to do it with the breath. And then whenever you're ready, just move into uh, the crane, the turtle, stretching out the neck, head, neck, and shoulders. All right, and then moving down. So with the breath. Really open the chest and then open the back. And now if you'd like, you move the hands down to the lower dantian, in the belly area. And you'll recall if you've done the opening the seven gates or opening the whole body, let's do a couple more. Okay, very good. And then tipping the pelvis, flexing the lower back. Okay, very good. And then circling the hips. The other way. All right, very good. And then one-legged positions. Just drop the elbows. And be aware of the breath while you're doing these. Stay loose. If you're a little tippy, then sink down, bend the knee a little bit. Okay, very good. Very good. All right, so we'll go in through a series of movements now, and just enjoy the movement. Don't be uptight about staying exactly with what I'm doing. Just notice if it will morph into another movement. But just enjoy the movements and do them for your body and with your breath. So we'll start with this one. Okay, let's bring up our stool or chair. So we're just reassembling body, breath, and mind in this new posture. If you want to engage the mind in visualization, then do one of the breathing practices. Otherwise, you can just use it to notice the body, the breath, notice the chi, and notice the mind. So first we'll touch into this sitting posture and maybe drop the chin just a little bit. Pull back the shoulders just a touch until you feel that alignment, that the crown of the head somewhere is right over the heart, the belly, the perineum, and down into the earth. And the body's aligned. Extend the attention down into the earth as if there were roots, and extend the attention up through the body, out the top of the head, extend it way up into the vertical. And then bringing the attention back down that center line of the body down into the belly, um, below the navel, and just rest and see if you can notice the still point at the end of the out breath, the point at which the in breath begins. Okay. And now we'll use that point as the center and just begin to slowly circle the upper body as if it were a cone, circling around that center, that point. And then when you're leaning forward, lift the chin. You're leaning backward, tuck the chin. Move with the breath. And very good. And reduce the movement. And let it dissolve into stillness. Notice the alignment again and that point. And now just using the mind, imagine, remember the upper body moving just as it was. You can use the eyes if you want. Just imagine that sort of stirring the abdomen. creating this circle, this spiral, the center point being in the lower dantian. And reduce that, come into that still point. And now raising the attention up the center line to the middle of the chest. And locating that still point at the end of the out breath. Beginning of the in breath where it first begins to move. And the lungs are expanding in all directions. And then relaxing. This point is directly above the one in the belly. And now include both of them so that the belly and the chest are moving in harmony with the breath. As the torso fills up, it expands in all directions. Front, back, left, right. The whole torso expands and then relaxes. Okay, and if you like, you can add in the breath practice, the visualization of breathing the stars. Breathing the light in through the pores of the skin, filling up the torso. Breathing the light back out. Each out breath, extend a little farther beyond the physical body. To the back, left, right, up, down, front. So the awareness of the body does not stop at the skin, extends around the body. To the 6 directions. And reduce the visualization. And just notice how the body is and begin to move it a little bit. So that it's supple. Okay, very good. Good. Now let's do our closing sequence. So clapping the hands one time, 1, 2, 3. And be careful not to touch the eyeballs. Massage the temples if you like, whatever feels good. Massage the ears a little. And tap the kidneys. Massage the kidneys. I hope so. I hope you enjoyed the silence of those sequences, those practices. And it's a good practice to be adding, if you want to, if you need to, adding narration on your own, with your own voice. So thank you so much for your practice, for your presence here. And if you would like to bow out and exit the Zoom, that's fine. Have a good night. If you want to stay for a few minutes for questions and comments, then we can do that.
Thank you, Stephen.
Change the view. There we go.
Thanks, Steve. That was fabulous. Thank you. I need to go.